Okay. Now, I think I have already shared some videos to you people. Fine. And I hope you have seen that videos because they are quite basics. And if you go through that videos, you will understand the 8086 architecture properly. So if you have not seen that videos, go through that videos. Almost all the videos are of 3 minutes to 4 minutes, not that long, but it will help you to understand architecture of 8086 properly. So the basics of 8086 is there. So better go through that videos that I have already shared in the group. Fine. Hello. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now thing is the session is for all of you. So I want all of you to answer. If you don't get anything, you all are requested to ask me questions. You can WhatsApp me, you can call me, and we'll solve the questions. So better if you are having any queries later on also, call me and solve your queries. Because if you don't understand this thing right now, in future it would create issues, right? You will not get anything because the later part is difficult than this. This is the basic stuff and you need to understand the basics. So this week, all the lectures like today's lecture and tomorrow's lecture, we are only going to do revision. Fine. We are not going to cover some new topics. So we'll only do revisions, and by revision only, we are going to cover the stuff that we have already covered. Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let's present. Share. Okay. I am sharing the screen. Okay. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now from the scratch, let's start. So first thing that you are supposed to do is if you want to start emulator, go here, type EMU, you will get this icon, click on that icon and you are ready. Once you launch your EMU 8086, you will have these four options available to you. Click on new, right? There are four different options that you can choose: COM, exe template, bin template, or boot template. We are using exe template for our experiment, so we'll use exe template. Click OK. This is what you will get. Fine. This is your area where you need to supposed to do your programming. Fine. Hello. समझ पड़े है?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, as you already know, 8086 is divided into four segments. It is called data segment, stack segment, code segment, and extra segment. If your code is bigger than the size of 64 KB, then you need to use extra segment. Or suppose you are using some string related operations, then in that case also you need to use extra segment, otherwise it is not needed. For our case, we are never going to use stack segment, so it is not gonna use by our program. So it is there, but we are not going to use, right? The syntax is this: code segment, it starts here, it will ends, and whatever you want to do, you can type it here. So let's start with some very basic. Suppose if I write move AH, 05. Now, if I write H at the end of 05, then it will be a hex number. If I don't write anything, then by default it considered as a decimal number. Clear? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
હું 05 ની પછી H લખીશ તો એ hex number treat કરશે. If I don't write anything, so currently 05 is my decimal number. Clear? In 8086, you can do two kinds of operations, right? 8-bit operation and 16-bit operation. As you can see here, move AH, 05. Now AH is 8-bit register. So currently this instruction is doing 8-bit operation. Yes? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
समझ
Yes,
पड़े?
sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am not getting you people. Are you getting it? This is very basic that we have started.
Yes, sir.
Why we are writing MOV. MOV is the instruction. MOV is move instruction, which now this is assembly language programming. we are going to use 8086 assembly language programming. In C, if you want to suppose print something, you are using printf. In C, if you want to read something, you are using scanf. Same way here, if you want to move something from one place to another place, you are using move instruction. Same way, there are different instructions available. So in C, you have learned printf, scanf, if, for, while. Same way here, you need to study different instructions. You need to read that instructions. Then only you can do some work. Currently, what I want to do is I want to transfer 5 into AH register. This is what I want to do. If I want to do that, AH is a register, 5 is the value, and if you want to transfer that, move is the instruction. So this is one instruction that I can use. I think this is clear, right? Now, if you go to emulate, minimize this, single step, right? And you can see 5 is transferred into AH part. AL is not modified yet. If you want to do something with AL also, AH is higher byte of A register. AL is lower byte of A register. So if I write move AL comma 15 H, or suppose 15 decimal. Now this is decimal number, right? 15 is decimal number, and in hex it is 0F. So you must know the conversion of decimal to hex and hex to decimal, because whatever you see in 8086 EMU 8086 is represented in form of hexa numbers. So now these are my two instructions. First instruction will transfer 5 into AH. Second instruction will transfer 15 into AL. So if I go to emulate, if you can see currently AH is 00, AL is 00. If I do single step, 5 is copied into AH, and single step, F is transferred into L. Why F? This is the hex representation of 15. So this F is also transferred into AL. This is how you can transfer the data. This much thing is clear, how you can move your data. Now these are both 15-bit of like 8-bit operation. Now if I write move AX comma 5020, then write it down H so you can easily understand. So this is my hex number, right? The lower byte are 20, higher byte are 50. So my AH will contain 50, my AL will contain 20, and this full number is 5020. So if I go to emulate, if I am doing single step operation, 5 is first copied, move AH comma 05, single step, 15 will be copied into AL, so that is F, and next step 5020 will be copied into AX. So my AH part, this part will contain 50 and this part will contain 20. Let's see single step. See 5020. Now why 5020 directly? Because I have written H, so it is hexadecimal number directly. That's why it represents. And this operation is 16-bit operation. I am directly transferring 16-bit data into AX. This much thing is clear, all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
What about others? Can you type in the chat box that this is clear or not? This simple move instruction by which you are moving data from one place to another place. Yeah? Okay, good. Now, next, let's go ahead. Suppose in C you are declaring variables, right? Same way, if you want to declare variable, you can declare variables. What is the F in execution part? Where is F in execution part? Someone is asking F. Okay. Let me check. This F is 15. You are transferring move AL comma 15. So 15 is decimal number. If you convert the decimal number into hexadecimal numbering system, it is F. Whatever number that you are seeing in this screen, on this screen, all are in hexadecimal number. So that's why this is F, the conversion of 15. And when I do next step 5020, why it is not converted into hex? Because it is already hex number, 5020 hex. Suppose if I write 10h in AX, then in that case, suppose not 10, let us write 10 as decimal number, right? What is the hex number of 10? A. So what happens? 000A should be transferred, right? Let's see. Single step 5 is transferred in AH, 15. So F is transferred in L and AX. So 000A should be there in AX. See AX register. See? So you can see all numbers in hex format. That's why I told you to go through that videos again. It is the basic and you need to understand that basic videos, right? 2-digit of hex number is equal to 8 bit, right? And total 4-digit of hex number is equal to 16 bit, right? These are the hex numbers and you need to understand them. I hope this is clear. Yes? Should I go forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay, now let's see.
Yes.
Huh? Neville શું કહે છે?
Yes, sir. I am.
chalo. So now in C language you are declaring some variable. Same way if you want to declare some variable, here also you can declare, but that declaration should be in data segment part. Your data segment part will contain all the variables. So suppose I have declared one variable called A. Now it can be of 8 bit, it can be of 16 bit. Depending on your requirement, you can declare the variable. Suppose my A variable is of 8 bit, so it is DB. Data byte, you need to use this keyword. Variable name, type of that variable, and whatever value you want to assign. Suppose I want to assign 22 decimal number. Fine. This is my variable A currently stored in data segment. Now, when you store anything into data segment, make one thing clear that in code segment, you need to inform assembler that your data segment contains something. So for that, these are the two instructions that you are always supposed to write: AX, @data, move ds, AX. These two instructions we always write to tell our assembler that my data segment contains something. Right? Now, in A22 is there, right? So suppose if I write move AX, or suppose take some new variable BX, A, right? So the data of A will be copied into BX. समझ पड़ी? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Problem with this statement is my BX is 16-bit operation because it is 16-bit register, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
But A is data byte, it is 8-bit variable. So in 8086, this instruction is not allowed. It will give you an error, right? Wrong parameter, move BX, A. Operands do not match, 16-bit register and 8-bit address. Get it? So what happens? I can use only 8-bit register if I want to do that. So I can use BH or BL. Fine. So now if I use move BH, A, the content of A will be copied into BH. Now let's see. Yeah. So now we are here. First is data segment initialization. Data segment will contain something. Now check BH register carefully. This is my BH register, higher bit of BH. The value of A should be there. What is A? 22. What is transferred? 16. Why? 16 is the hex representation of 22. Currently, I have not written anything after 22. That's why it is decimal number. So 22 is converted into hex and it is 16. That's why it's showing 16 to me. If I do 22H, then in my BH, directly I can see 22. Go this. Now BH. 22, because 22 is hex number, it is directly transferred into BX. Not actually BX, it is BH, 8-bit operation. Hello? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Other students, are you able to get it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then it is fine. Now, one more thing. See, currently in data segment, my first register is A, or first value is A. So A is stored on location 0000. Always your first register, like first variable in data segment stored on location 0000. Right? If you want to see it in physical memory, what you need to do is DS data segment colon 0000. And if you can do that, you can get your first variable. So let me show you. If I go here, middle part, you can see your physical memory that we have already discussed. So if I assign my data segment is assigned, right? 0710 પર મારું data segment છે. Your DS contains 0710. See it carefully. So 0710. And on location 0000, my first variable is stored. So A is stored. And what will be the value in that? 22. Let's click enter. So as you can see, 07100022 is stored. So if you want to see like this, you can see in your physical memory also. So suppose instead of making single element, I can make it a array. So 33H, 44H. So what happens now? At location 000022 is stored. On location 000133 is stored. On location 000344 is stored. All are 8-bit number. In one location you can store 8-bit data. So in each location I can store 8-bit data. એટલે 0 પર 22 થશે, 1 પર 33 થશે અને 2 ઉપર 44 થશે. અને suppose I declare one new variable called db, sorry, b variable, and it is of suppose 16 bit. So dw. And if I stored 99H in that number, fine. It is a 16-bit data, so 0099 will get stored. So now by seeing these two lines, what you can say in data segment, on location 022 is stored, location 1 33 is stored, location 3 44 is stored, and location 34 0099 is stored. समझ पड़ी? हेलो हेलो
Yes, sir.
समझ પડે છે? ડેટા સેગમેન્ટમાં 0 લોકેશન પર 22 છે, 1 પર 33 છે, 2 પર 44 છે અને 3 અને 4 ઉપર 0099 છે. Now let's see ખરેખર એવું છે. So if you emulate it, we'll go to 2 steps. Our data segment is initialized 0710. Now go to 0710 in memory to check ખરેખર એવું છે. 0710 colon 0000. If I press enter, if you can see on 0 location it is 22, 1, 33, 2, 44, 399, 400. This 00 is a part of B, because if I declare one more variable C, it will be stored on location 105. If you want to see, just see, because it is occupying 16-bit data. So C db 88H. So 88 will get stored on 05. Let's see. Right, 07100000. Each box in 8086 can store 8-bit data. So 022 is stored, 1 33 is stored, 2 44 is stored, 3 and 4 0099 is stored because it is DW. And on C 88 is stored, it is 8-bit data. Get it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
What about others? Are you getting it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
What about others? You can type also. Get it? Yes. So this is how your data is stored in data segment. Each box in memory is of 8-bit data. So whatever is stored in 8-bit is occupying one memory location. And if it is a 16-bit operation, you need to occupy 2 boxes in memory. If it is 8-bit operation, you need to occupy 1 box in memory. Make this thing clear. Sir, difference between DB and DW. DB is occupying 8-bit only. DW is occupying 16-bit. As you can see, my variable B is 99H. B DW99. Though it is 8-bit operation, still it occupies 16 bit. એટલે બે બોક્સ ઓક્યુપાય કરે. એટલે 22 માટે એક બોક્સ થશે, 33 માટે એક બોક્સ થશે, 44 માટે એક બોક્સ થશે, બટ આના માટે બે બોક્સ ઓક્યુપાય થશે. As you can see here, if I go to single step 0710:000:0. If you can see here on location 103 and 104, these both locations are occupied for B variable. So if I now change it 1099, then you can see single step 0710:000:0. 99 and 10. This is stored on 3 and 4. So two boxes are occupied because of DW. If it is DB, I can't store that. Clear? Get the difference between DB and DW. One is data byte, one is data word. Word is 16-bit, byte is 8-bit. So if you want to store 8-bit data, use DB. If you want to store 16-bit data, use DW. If you use DW, two boxes are occupied. If you use DB, one box is occupied. In a very simple language. I hope this is clear. Fine? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, next, go forward. Now, suppose this is clear, right? BH, comma A. Suppose if I write move BL, comma B, what will I get? Can you tell me? If you write DB and if you want to store 1099, then it will give you error. That is not possible. Exactly, because 16-bit data can't be stored in 8-bit data. એટલે તમારે DW જ વાપરવું પડે. In that case, that is not possible. એટલે તમારે 16-bit data store કરવા હોય તો you compulsorily need to use DW. Okay. Now currently I have written move BL, comma B. What will happen? Prashid is telling me that error આવશે. You are exactly right. કેમ error આવશે? Because if you can see, BL is 8-bit register, B is DW, so it is 16-bit data. So you can't transfer 16-bit data to 8-bit register. It must be 16-bit register, right? So still, if we compile it, let's see what happens. Exactly same error, 8-bit register and 16-bit address. So that is not possible. So what change I can do? Instead of BL, if I do BX, my B variable 1099 will get stored into BX. Let's see that happens or not. Single step. First, A will get transferred into BH. What is the value in A? So only first data will get transferred. So 22 transfer થશે. થઈ ગયું 22. Okay. Next, BX ની અંદર B જશે. B માં શું છે? 1099. So let's see. 1099 is copied into BX. Fine. So this is how it will work. This much thing is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Now next, let's see one more instruction that we have already seen in our lecture, but you might not be aware with it. LEA. What LEA instruction do? Load effective address. So it will store the address of your variable. So if I write BX, because all the address that you need to store is of 16 bit, so you need to use 16-bit register, right? Hello? Hello? Okay. So suppose if I write LEA BX, comma A, what is the address of A? A variable starts with which location in data segment?
0000.
0000. So my BX will contain 0000. Let me put these two instructions first so we can see the changes, right? Let's see. So now emulate, right? Single step. Now BH will contain 22. Now BX will contain 1099. Done. Now next instruction is LEA BX, comma A. The address of A is 0000. So BX will contain 0000. Done. So this is how you can transfer the address of your variable into some register. Yes. हेलो
सर
Yes, sir.
अगर वो BDW1099 लिखा है, अगर
हाँ।
1999 लिख दे तो एरर बताएगा।
क्या लिखे तो
10999।
हाँ तो एरर दिखाएगा, देखते हैं चलो, लेट्स सी, बिकॉज इट इज अ 20 बिट नंबर which can't get stored, right? This is what you want. Fine,
हाँ
because this is 20 bit number that you are transferring into BX register. Then
बराबर।
cannot be evaluated because in 8086 the maximum operation that you can do is 20 bit. This is a, sorry, 16 bit. Now we have make it 20 bit, so that will not work. Fine,
ओके।
done. But still, see, this will work. Can you tell me why? If I do BDW,
डेसिमल।
yes, it is a decimal number, and if you convert it into hex, it may be possible that it can accommodate into 16 bit. Yeah, this will work, right? Why this will work? Because if you can see my BH, it is 22. Now if you can see BX, it is 2AF7. 10999 in hex number is equal to 2AF7. Fine. So if I want to do some decimal number operation, maximum number that I can store is F, 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 the decimal equivalent of FF, FF. Fine.
फाइन।
Okay. So that's why initially it was not possible. Now it is possible. So let us do it as usual. Make it H so others can understand well. Fine. Now, now you need to tell me, other student, that LEA BX comma C. If I write this, what will get stored in location BX? What my BX will contain? After this instruction, what my BX register will contain? Can you tell me? Hello? Someone is telling me 88. Why 88? 88 is the value. LEA instruction is not transferring value, it will transfer address. Monis is saying 6. Let me count. Anyone else? So, again, concentrate here. 22 is stored on location 0. This is location 1. This is location 2. This is location 3. This is location 4. This will be on 5. So according to me, I think 0005 should go into BX. Let's see. Single step, single step. BH will contain 22, then it will contain 1099. Now concentrate on BX. What my BX contain? Single step. 0005. Get it? Because my C variable is stored on location 0005. If you want to cross verify it, go to data segment 0710 colon 0005. આની ઉપર 88 stored હશે. See, first 88 is stored on that particular location. Yes. Hello. સમજ પડે છે? Get it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All of you. Is it clear? LEA instruction is storing address, not the value. Fine? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now, there is one concept that also we have seen in our previous lecture. So, that will take. Suppose if I write move AX, so I am transferring 16-bit data. Fine? From location like this. If I write like this, if I write something in square bracket, what that mean? I need to go to that address and value from that address will be copied into AX. Will it work? Let's see. It will work, right? What will be the answer? Hello? Can you tell me what will be the output in AX after this instruction? Hello?
88।
It will copy the content stored on location BX. What BX will contain after this instruction? 0005. Yes?
यस।
And what 0005 will contain? 88. So 88 will be copied into BX. But if you can concentrate here carefully, I am moving data into AX register. What that means? It is a 16-bit data, right? But 88H is a 8-bit data. So it will actually contain 0088. એટલે 88 પછીની છઠ્ઠી લોકેશન પર પણ જે હશે ને તે એ લઈ લેશે. Suppose here instead of this I make one more variable db 77h. So what happens? On location 0, 22 is stored, location 1, 33 is stored, location 2, 44 is stored, location 3 and 4, 1099, 5, 88, 6, 77. Fine? Yes? Hello?
Yes, sir.
If I run it, if you can check it, right?
Yeah.
Data segment 0710:0000. જો 0 ઉપર 22, 33 અને 44 છે એ બધા A વેરિયેબલ છે. 99 અને 10 છે તે 3 અને 4 ઉપર છે એ મારો B વેરિયેબલ છે. C variable is 88 which is stored on 105. D variable is 77. It is stored on location 106. Yes? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Now if I do again single step, my this instruction move BH comma A. So A ma 22 છે. 22 will be copied into BH. Next is 1099 will be copied into BX. Full B register is copied into BX. Now LEA BX comma C. C was on 0005. So now my BX will contain 0005. Yes? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So because of LEA instruction, now my BX will contain 0005. અને BX ની ઉપર 88 stored હતું. That's why that 88 now will be copied into AX. એવું થવું જોઈએ because of this instruction. But let's see what happens. Single step. My AX will contain, read what it contains. Can you see what AX is containing right now?
7788.
7788. Why it is containing 77 and 88? Because it is AX. It is a 16-bit operation. It is not 8-bit operation. That's why what happens? Whatever stored on location 0005 and 0006, it will copy both the things. And we know that on 0005 C is stored, 0006 D is stored. So it will copy both the value. Fine. If you don't want to do that, if you only want to transfer only C variable, make it like this, AH or AL. Suppose we'll use AL. Now in this case, what happens? Only 88 will get copied. Single step, single step, single step. C BX register 1099, 0005, now AX. See, 88 is copied into L. 07 is previous value which is already stored. Yes? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Clear? Whenever I am using square bracket, what it will do? It will copy the content from particular memory location, right? And store it into register. Now, let's do some experiment. Ayak dhyan apjo badda. Concentrate here. Move AX comma 0101. What it will do? H. Sorry. What this will do? Move AX comma 10101H. What it will do? Hello? Hello? Are you still online, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So what this instruction do? Move AX comma 0101H. This instruction will do what?
It will store the value 0101 into AX register.
What about others? move instruction is storing the data from left hand side to right hand side. So this data will be copied into AX. It is as simple as that. So 0101 is copied into AX. 0101 is 16-bit data because it is 4 digit of hex. So this 16-bit data is copied into AX register. Fine. Now if I write move BX comma square bracket AX, what this instruction will do? So this instruction will treat my 0101 as memory location. It will go to this memory location. Whatever is stored on this memory location, that data will be copied into BX. Get it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Kalpsha. Get it? Saumil? Okay. So let me try. What happens? Wrong parameter. Probably no zero prefix or hex or no x suffix or wrong address. So this address can't be given according to them. Suppose we'll give 0005H. Will it work? No. This instruction is not supported. So we can do one thing. We can do BX. Here we'll do C. So there are some instructions which are not supported that you need to study. Suppose we'll try this. Hope this will work. This will work, right? So what happens now? What I am transferring 0005H into BX. Fine. What is stored on 0005 in data segment? Can you tell me? What is stored on location 0005 in data segment? Saumil.
88.
Saumil. What is stored on location 0005 in data segment?
BX.
Huh?
BX.
What BX?
88.
Data segment માં 0005 ની ઉપર શું સ્ટોર છે? Suppose if I write 0002, what is stored on location 0002 in data segment? This is my data segment. What is stored on location 0022? What is stored on location 1? 33. What is stored on location 2? 44. Location 3? 99. Location 4? 10. Location 5? 88. Location 6? 77. Clear? So if I write move BX comma 0002H, then my BX will contain 0002. No issue because this is simple instruction. But when I do move AX comma square bracket BX, so whatever is stored on location 2 will be copied into BX. What is stored in location 2? 44. So 44 will get copied into AX. But 44 is 8-bit data. Here, this is my AX register. So it will take 16-bit data. 44 પછી શું સ્ટોર છે? 99. Yes. So AX register will contain 9944 in AX after this instruction, according to me. Hope so. Let's see. So if I go like this, if we go by this tracing, single step. Okay, first instruction is BX register will contain 0002. Yeah, correct. Now, next step is data from BX will be copied into AX. So my AX will get changed. Concentrate on AX register. CX 9944. Yes, as we have discussed, because it is 16-bit operation. But if I write only AH comma BX, so only 8-bit data will get transferred. So only 44 will get transferred into AH register. And L register will remain as it is. Any other pehla je hatu age rehse. So if I do that, so 10 will be there in AL. So it will remain as it is till the end. Next step. See, AH is containing 44. AL remain as it is. This is what happens in the background if you are directly dealing with registers. Clear? I hope the meaning of square is clear. Square bracket. Hello? Can you respond? You can type also. What is the use of square
Yes,
bracket? Square bracket will work as a pointer. So whatever value you are having, it will go to that address and put the value of that address, not address. And LEA instruction is storing address. Done? Yes? Hello? LEA instruction and move instruction. Clear? All of you. You can type also. Samajh padi? I hope it is clear. Now one more instruction is there. Suppose we'll see one more instruction called add. What add instruction do? It will add the numbers. Suppose bx, comma 0, 5. So what happens? It will add 5 decimal number into my bx register. Fine. And answer will be stored where? Automatically into bx. Whatever is written left hand side, it will store the answer there only. So if you want to see, let's see. Next. Okay, my bx will contain 5. Currently it is 0, 0, 0, 0, and 5 will be added to this. So it will be containing 0, 0, 0, 5. Done. This will get added. Suppose I will write one more line. Add bx, comma again 0, 5. So what happens? 5 ની અંદર બીજા 5 add થશે. So it will be 10, and 10 in hexadecimal is a. એટલે આઉટપુટમાં દેખાશે a. એટલે ગણન લાગશે કે આઉટપુટ ખોટું આવ્યું, પણ ખોટું નહીં, રાઈટ જ છે. So let's see, my bx will contain a or not after these two instructions. 5a. Done? Yes. So what add instruction is doing? Add instruction will add the numbers and store the answer into the first register that you are returning. So currently, if I writing like this, so what happens? My bx will be added into ax and my answer will be stored in ax. Okay, so okay, single step. Okay, my ax is containing 0710. આની અંદર બીજા 10 add થશે. So it will be 071a. Okay, let's see. bx is 5, bx is 10. Now this 10 will be added with ax, so my ax value should be modified. You see, it is modified 071a. So this is how your 8086 work. You can see your registers here, you can see your memory here, and this is your main program. Okay, so this is it for today's session. I don't want to cover much stuff. You need to go to this video again, check it out, you are getting it or not. Okay, fine. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I want you people to tell me that, do you get it? Hello, samajh padi?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, what I need to do if I want to, someone is asking some question, let me answer that. What I need to do if I want more than 4 register, that is not possible, that you need to manage. In case you can use ax, bx, cx, dx, and you can use some variables. So sometimes it is possible that you require more registers. So in that case, you temporarily need to use some memory location, store something on memory location, and at times, if it is needed, copy into register. That logic you need to implement. That's why it is little bit difficult than our normal language. આના કરતા વધારે register મળશે નહીં. Another thing is, at many point of time, you can use SI and DI register, source index, destination index. So that can be utilized, but you need to create your logic in such a way that you can do all this stuff with memory location or with registers, right? So if your registers are full, you can use memory location. Example is, suppose something is stored in currently location AX register, and I want to use that AX register later on also, but currently I need to use it for some other purpose. Then copy the value of that AX register in memory location. Later on fetch it. Temporary register use કરવા પડે. Temporary register is nothing but memory location in our case, as far as 8086 is concerned. Yes? Hello?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, one more time I am repeating. You need to do program all this thing by yourself also in your laptop, then you will get the error. Just by seeing here will not help you. Fine. Again, I have already shared some of the videos where I can explain you by writing stuff on YouTube video. I have already posted. All videos are of 3 to 4 minutes. So go through that videos and you will get it more. Right? Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And one more thing. Simply I am presenting my screen. Just tell me that you are getting it or not. Able to see? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, simply go to Google, type 8086 assembly language, right? Instructions. There are so many instructions that you can get. You need to go instructions one by one and you need to understand what this each instruction do. Fine. Then only you can do programs well in your like coming programs. So જેટલી instruction તમને હમણાં આવે છે arithmetic instructions in 8086, right? If I click it, okay, add d comma s, the meaning is explained. So you can go through this, you can understand what this instruction is doing, and accordingly you can implement this stuff. Currently you don't need to think much. If you do these many instructions that we have covered, that is also sufficient. Fine. Like add instruction is there, increment instruction is there, decrement instruction is there, LA instruction is there, so and loop instruction is there. So go through these instructions, try to do programs that we have already given to you, try to trace it, so you will get to know that you are getting it or not. Fine. Hello. I am expecting that all the students will see all the videos sent on YouTube once. At least एक बार तो बद्दा video जोई जिलाओ, because they are quite basics. Now I told you before also that this is hex numbering system and decimal numbering system. So many of the time it is confusing that what I am seeing is correct or not. So you should be very clear about what you are going to see as an output. If you are adding 5 plus 5 decimal number, you will get 10 as an output. But in output, you will see A, not 10. Why? Because A is the hex number of 10. So that's why it is clear. If I say 8-bit operation, so you should be clear that it is a 2-digit hex number. If I say I'm doing 16-bit operation, you should be clear that 4-digit of hex number. If I say my address bus is 20-bit, you should clear that I am having 5-digit of hex number. Yes. Hello. Hello. સંભળાય?
Yes, sir.
કહેવાનો મતલબ જેટલું વધારે વાંચશો ને એટલું વધારે ખબર પડશે. આજનું ખબર પડી બધું?
Yes, sir.
હા? ખબર પડી? રાહુલ?
Yes, sir.
ઓકે, જય?
Yes, sir.
હર્ષિલ?
Yes, sir.
ખબર પડી?
Yes,
ખબર
sir.
પડી ને?
હા, sir.
So what I'm expecting is after this week, આજના વીક પછી એટલે આ વીક પતે ત્યાં સુધીમાં તમારા પેલા 4 પ્રોગ્રામ થઈ જવા જોઈએ બધાના. ફાઇન? હા?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is it for today's session. Do practice this stuff, try to learn some more instructions, and now the session is over. No need to come for practical session. If you are having any query, you can call me directly. Fine. What is expected is after this week you need to complete 4 programs. That's it. Fine. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bye bye. If you are having any doubt, you can call me. No issue. Chalo.